So this has come for me at just the right time when I was just thinking, I just feel like I'm putting a little bit too much effort in to everywhere, and I just need life to feel a bit lighter. So I think, like you said, if you can make some of those processes feel more wonderful, then all the better. And so one of the things he talks about is ritual, and he defines ritual as habits with soul. And so the idea is that if you're going to do some of these practices, which are kind of your essential practices, if you can infuse them with soul and things that are essentially you, then that process can be really joyful. So like I think about my morning routine. So, hands up, haven't been waking up at 5 a.m. for the last couple of weeks, but generally I am in the 5 a.m. club, and it's when I get my deep work done. And I'm quite proud of those morning rituals. And they really do feel like rituals now. They're quite slow, and there's like the making the coffee, and it's just a very specific time of the day, and the teeth brushing, washing your face, like even just washing your face and putting your creams on and stuff like this, all become a bit of a ritual for me. And the pace of it. And so I really relate to that idea that, and I know that basically once I've gone through that ritual, I have set myself up for 2 hours of like the best work of the day that is going to happen. But it has felt, because of maybe it's all about the coffee, because it's got this amazing coffee in it. It's something that I look forward to, in the morning. So, yeah.
I think I don't really drink coffee, but for me, it's really similar where even just thinking about getting up, making my bed, brushing teeth, that's like the first few triggers that I have of like waking up. And like even I recently rejoined the 5 a.m. club. And even like I started 5 a.m. when I was like 10 years old. I was just like waking up and doing my own workouts. But recently when I rejoined, one thing that I noticed, so like every day I would post a story that I'm up at this time. But then I noticed that it was starting to disturb my sleep because I was like, oh my gosh, I can't oversleep because I have to post this picture. And like usually my mornings are offline where my phone is like on airplane mode. You can't reach me for like, I don't know, until like 8 or 9. And that's something that was really disturbing my morning. So that's when I was like, okay, I will stop posting. I still gonna do it, but I'm stopping to post it because that was just making it not enjoyable the way I enjoyed to do it, where you wake up and there's like no distractions. It's just like, and another thing is that nobody's up. So you're just by yourself. Everything is quiet. Nobody's like messaging you, bombarding you with messages. It's so amazing. I really enjoy like early mornings because that's when pretty much I usually set myself up for the day. And I feel, and also the time is passing by much slower because you have way less distractions, like pretty much no distractions.
I'm so with you, and I'm pleased that I love the way you refer to it. It's like I've rejoined the club, and it's as if we both know about this 5 a.m. club, and whereas actually we haven't really talked about it before. But so even more recently, for me it's been 6, and so even when I get that 1 hour and 15 minutes, like you said, because time goes so slowly, then that it's still worth it. Like I still feel so much better by the afternoon in terms of where I am on my tasks and things. So I'm with you there. And then you have also there touched on the other interesting topic, which is this sort of interaction between social media and this self-regulation life that we're also trying to cultivate, and the way
Yeah.
they interact. So I think you've touched on something very interesting there. And like you said, the morning is free of a lot of those distractions, and you, I guess, notice that in trying to do that story or whatever, you obviously had the awareness that that wasn't really then working with your values, or what you wanted the morning to be about, right? So I
Yeah.
think that's a great example of like experimenting and then adjusting.